Well, I had a gentleman come down, Baumgars came down from Sioux City, and he has 3 sons just like I do, and he says the first question to me, how do you like working with your 3 sons? And of course I was kind of smart because I knew he had 3 sons in his business too, and I said, well, I don't know, but I said, how do you like with your 3 sons? He says, there's good days and bad days. I said, well, you probably answered my question. So
we kind of plan out 2, 3, 4 weeks in advance, trying to figure out what needs done, what problems we might have, you know, and whatever else needs to get done to maintain plants and make them the best plants possible. Because we're trying to strive for the best quality product we can coming out of our greenhouses.
Yeah, my name is Russell H. Johnson. I've been here for a few years and I'm one of the owners. And I've been in business here for 57 years. Came in 1970 and started with a range that was about 10,000 square foot, and we've increased it on a yearly basis over the years.
All right, my name is Bryce Johnson. Work here for Red Oak Greenhouse. I'm the general manager here. I've been here since 2001, which is hard to believe. It's been over 25 plus years now.
I grew up on the farm and knew quite a little bit about that, but the horticulture business I knew virtually nothing. The only advantage we had in the 60s and 70s and 80s was I was smarter than the customer. You know, they would call in and want the red thing all the time, and they didn't even know what a poinsettia was. They called it the red thing, and we'd say, you mean you want some poinsettias? Yes, sir. And I've done this alone. My son came in 2000, and that's when we started building the new ranges out here. So
I know when I first came in 25 years ago, that was one of the big pushes we had, was to get into automation, get into more machines. Not saying we weren't using machines and automation before, but we really made a big concentrated effort to do that, and especially that was one of the reasons why my dad and his partner came out here, was because they were trying to be as efficient as possible. So that's why they put in flood floors, they put in ecosystems, they put in booms, they put in heat in the floor, and so on, to try to be more efficient. They bought a space-a-mat machine. They had a wide belt that would space the pots on the belt, and then they would bring those out here, trying to conserve on labor, because we knew labor at one point would be an issue, which right now that's a huge issue for our industry. And I think the more automation you can do, the more ways that you can figure out how to do different things that's outside of the box of what you think is the way it should be done, and trying to help make things more efficient and still produce a quality product. I think that's a goal for most people this time, and that's where it comes up with structures. Structures make a big difference in that, by putting in the right structures, and then also finding the right personnel to run that type of equipment, because that's the other thing. You know, you got to be technologically savvy in order to run a lot of this equipment.
But typical running of the greenhouse, you know, there's a lot of things to that. You got to be a manager, and you got to know something about growing the product, and you got to know your customer base. So you have 3 things involved, and then you have to ship it and get it to the customer. So we travel lots of miles. It's not unheard of making round trips, 600 miles, and we do go down to Dallas, Texas. We do go to Houston every once in a while, and we cover the whole state of Iowa and basically the 5-state area around us. So we are motivated. So
different plants require different things. Like, for example, we have a glass house here that requires, that's for high light crops. Our thinking here was we would someday put mums in here, put calanchos in here that would require a little more light, and so on. The Poly Arch is a great house for basically an all-around house, an all-year-long house, which makes it very nice. The glass house, of course, in the wintertime is a little tougher because you have to close the shade curtains and to try to keep the heat in, where the Poly Arch house, you don't have that issue because you got double poly and you can use it all year round. We have a lot less issues with the poly, with the wind, because it's a smaller arch. We put 3 in a house, 36 foot wide. And the nice thing is too, they give a lot of light. They're easy to recover. We like them because they're easy to build. And we like the setup very well. It works very well for what we're trying to do here in the Midwest. Now maybe if somebody's in the South it might be a little different, but here in the Midwest, with the weather we get and the different things, it's been a great house. It's been a wonderful house to grow product in, and we really like the house.